Okay, Westminster, fasten your seatbelts because this coming Sunday, March 3rd, 2024, which is the third Sunday in Lent, we are out of the Gospel of Mark. We're into the Gospel of John, and we've got this story of Jesus and the money changers. It is a dramatic story where Jesus is violent, angry, aggressive when he encounters these people who are selling things in the temple for sacrifice and exchanging money so that those sales can happen. It was a very normal and expected practice in his day, and Jesus throws a fit. What to do with this scripture, considering that 2 weeks ago we were talking about God hanging up God's weapon, the bow in the clouds, stepping away from a violence and making room for vulnerability. We continued that last week, talking about the importance of staying open and letting our hearts break when we encounter the cross, not moving too quickly to making meaning or giving a reason why it had to happen, but letting it impact us, staying vulnerable. Well, after 2 weeks of talking about vulnerability, here we have Jesus in a very aggressive mood. What do we do with that? Well, luckily, friends, I am going to be out of town. I'm going to Minnesota to celebrate my mom's 85th birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. And Joe Paparone, the Reverend Joe Paparone, who is a friend of Focus and a friend of Westminster's, who used to work here in our building for the Labor Religion Coalition, is still affiliated with the Poor People's Campaign, where he is one of the co-directors for the New York State Poor People's Campaign. Well, Joe is going to come in and try to make sense of this passage. Now, Joe is an ordained Mennonite pastor. And as you might know, Mennonites are one of the peace churches, as they call them. They're conscientious objectors in times of war. So what is Joe going to do with this violent story? I look forward to hearing it online, and I look forward to joining you online and also being back with you next week. It is always a blessing to engage with the difficult parts of Scripture, because when we hold on to them and wrestle with them, we end with a blessing. I'll see you Sunday.